So it's a big difference. It deals a lot with the winter and what happens with that. You know, I know the Lions Club's involved because the other thing we do in the morning is we cook these blueberry pancakes.
Oh my! One of the real weaknesses of my life: blueberry pancakes.
Come early, they'll love to serve you.
And they've been doing that for years. You know, I always before I really got active in a lot of other things. And see, I did this long before I was a politician. I used to call the Blueberry Festival.
When weren't you a politician?
Yeah, I was just going to ask him.
I didn't have a title.
Okay,
I didn't have a title then.
Or a tie.
Or a tie. That's right. I only learned this when I got to the State House, when I found out I had to wear them all the time. But we used to call it the Grease Weekend. Because in the middle, it's Friday night, we'd be cooking chickens from about noontime till about 7 o'clock. I'd go home, we'd party and celebrate the successful cooking of chickens again. And then we'd get up in the morning at 5. Blueberry pancakes. They finished about 9. And we served about 700 people. I mean, that just gives you the magnitude of people that show up for breakfast. So 700 people. And then it was the parade time. Of course, in those days, I wasn't in the parade. I got to watch. Now I have to be in the parade. Although Shannon sometimes gives me a job to drive a golf cart.
Don't do it. Oh my God, Shannon, don't give him a job of driving a golf cart. You're much safer for liability reasons to just have him walking.
We got a bigger one so we could carry more this year.
That's right. more liability, you know. So because what we do, what Shannon has done is we take the judges up to judge the float. So we bring them up, and then I have to move them back down again so that they get to their watching spot, and so they can do that.
So we're talking crafts, and we're talking food, and we're talking parade, and there are many other events.
Oh yes,
The festival. We're talking about 2 days, so it's
right. This year we've added a baby toddler crawl derby, diaper derby.
Are you in that?
I wish.
I don't think he meets the criteria.
He can wear a diaper.
And this is being sponsored by the Baby Boutique, Blessed Baby Boutique, that's just been opened in Farmington. And what we're going to be doing is it will be at Kenawatha Park. You can pre-register if you want. If not, just come at 1 o'clock. And children that are 0 to 12 months will have to go so many feet across Kenawatha Park grass, the field up there. It'll be all roped off, and Mom and Dad can stand on either end to get them across, and we will do it until we come up with a winner. And the winner will get a save and spawn, and second place will get chamber bucks.
All right.
And my grandson's 5 weeks old, but I don't think he's going to be able to crawl quite yet. So
you can
I'm
get him
going
in
to take him
training.
out of it. I'm going to take him out of it. I may take him over just to preview next year's race.
Are you one of those pushy grandparents?
No, heck no. Charlie's a pushy grandma.
Oh, I thought I got you trying to lift
Hey,
the
now
weights
listen.
already, right?
Oh, no.
Defend herself.
Chan taught her what to do. She learned from Chan.
Well, I see there's some other interesting things that the Blueberry Cook-Off. I mean, can I be a judge?
Well,
No.
yeah, I don't know why not.
You already have the judges. Don't put him involved
No,
with judging.
I want to eat the
I
blueberry
don't
stuff.
know. We have one judge that this year, the new general manager, Rick from Comfort Inn, will
good.
be one of our judges. He looks like he could eat a little more, so he will be one of our judges.
I'd like that.
And if you'd like to be a judge, I'm sure I can talk to the people that are doing it.
I get to do the boat parade the night before. We also have on Wilson Lake, people decorate their boats. And we probably have had about 11 or 12 entries, and they kind of parade right by us, and we pick it out, and they have to match the theme of what the day is for the parade. And we have some boats that have been just kind of boats driving around, but we've also had some pretty significant decorations put out there. And I take bribes.
We even had one boat last year that I thought deserved a lot. They decorated just the half of the boat that we were going to see. They didn't decorate both sides of the boat.
That's inventive.
That was very creative to do
like
just
that.
one side.
Yeah. We also have a chili tasting contest. Now that one I'm not volunteering for.
If you do one, you got to do other.
Oh man.
The Healthy Community Coalition van's going to be there too.
Yep.
Yes, I got to
Very
view that
important.
yesterday.
Yeah.
It
Just
is
the
a
new van?
very, yes,
van.
I was in
The
the
new
new
van's gonna
van
be there.
yesterday, and it will be on.
So as a reminder, Chan, what do they do with that van?
They have a bunch of tests appropriate to you, obviously, cholesterol testing and blood pressure testing, the usual things, screenings, they call them. And they give you some information. There's plenty of information on wellness and healthcare. So if you want to become more healthy, which benefits the entire society, by the way, in terms of cost in the long term, stop by the Healthy Community Coalition van. It's going to be a fantastic event to have the van, because we'll have quite a few people gathered. How many do you have on an average festival? Shannon, do you think come to Wilton for this?
I'd say 10,000.
Okay, 10,000 people. So we have a chance to do quite a few screenings in the van. But I'm really fascinated by the variety that you have here. I see a blacksmiths associations coming too for Forge Day.
Yes.
And that's on Friday. This is a Friday-Saturday
Right.
event,
Yes.
1st and 2nd of August, Friday-Saturday. So we're hoping for good weather, but we have a significant variety of things happening during this event.
And we go rain or shine, no matter what. We will go rain or shine.
One of the things at the Old Forge Day is that's right at the bottom of the Historical Society. And the Historical Society is also opened up, and Wilton has such a history. This whole area has such a history that we come together around. And so they have the forge in the basement, and they will actually make things that are there. So while you're there wandering around town and seeing the crafts, go in and see them. I think Ray Tilton's in there, that his group
Correct.
guys will be in there doing stuff like that. And at the same time, you can go right upstairs and tour the Wilton Museum, the Historical Society. They've had a big donation when Bass finally closed down here. They had boxes of stuff that they gave to the Wilton Historical Society that they've brought up here. So there's a part of our heritage that those of us that live in Wilton is right there that you could take advantage of during the Blueberry Festival.
I see that FOWL, F-O-W-L, and I
Friends
really,
of Wilton Lake.
I was looking at that acronym the other day, and I said to Charlie, that's an interesting acronym. And it turned out that we have a cookbook now from the Friends of Wilson Lake. They are doing a boat tour on Friday from 1 to 4 around Wilson Lake, which is a wonderful opportunity. Donations accepted on that. It's a free tour. And it'll give you an opportunity to see the area of Wilson Lake, and it's spectacular out there. It really is.
There are many times when I ride out there on the lake with those guys or others that I look and I say, people pay to come on vacation here. And we live here.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely beautiful. And the Masonic Lodge is going to be there for the kids. They'll do their fingerprinting and so forth. And God forbid that we'd ever have to use some of those services, but that's something they provide free of charge for people to come in and participate with and be part of. So it's pretty kind of neat. It's something we can go on. We have the Wilton Congregational Church where Blueberry Festival started originally 26 years ago, when they did the chicken feed and they did their morning cafe where you come in and get a nice piece of blueberry cake and you get a cup of coffee and you sit down and you relax, and then everybody else has kind of come along. I see the Franklin Chamber of Commerce has got a jail.
Franklin County
That's
Chamber.
what I said.
Yes.
Franklin County Chamber of Commerce has got a jail.
Absolutely.
I have a get out of jail free pass.
You think so?
I do.
I bet somebody would put Tom in there.
Tom, I have to share this with you. I've known Shannon for a little while. You aren't getting out of jail with a pass or not. I don't care.
Tom, I'd make money on you in jail, and I'd make double money if Chan was there.
Double money! Yeah. But see, the problem is that they put us in jail and they wouldn't pay to get us out.
Well, you know what they turned it into? They turned it into one of those things where you throw the ball and you end up in the dunk tank. Well, they tell us it was jail, but we'd probably end up sitting in some dunk tank. I learned a long time ago, when it comes to this parade, you don't want to say no to Shannon. People want to show up for this parade. I've heard some wonderful stories about Shannon calling people to come to the parade.
Absolutely.
I think the Shriners were a pretty big get for you the first year they came.
Yes.
They just don't go to any parade. And you really went after them. I thought it was a marvelous opportunity for Mainers in the rural part of the state.
Absolutely.
To see this group, sensational group.
And it's kind of nice. We've been fortunate to have 2 potentate call-outs, and when it's a potentate call-out, they have to go where he tells them to go. And the first year we had it was the year of the bicentennial, and we had campus at the Farmington Fairgrounds, so they stayed over there, and then they came over and did the parade. And then last year was a potentate call-out. And when you have a potentate call-out, you have 26 to 28 groups because they have to go there. They can't perform anywhere else because they go where the potentate says. So we've been very fortunate to have that. And because they just like the friendliness here, they're coming back again. 11 isn't too bad out of 20-plus groups.
Now, tell me, Shannon, when you go after the Shriners, do you go right to the potentate? You call up the potentate directly?
I have. I have been known to do that.
In the sense, it's the call-out. There's a Shannon
call-out.
Shannon
call-out. You will be there.
Now, the Friday night, we do the chicken feed, but there's also a big race.
There is.
An adult and a children's race.
And that is being... Steve Russell is the race director, and anybody that would like to be in it, please come. And in order to get a t-shirt guaranteed, you really should pre-register. But anybody is welcome to come and run in the race, but we would like to see that everybody gets t-shirts. So try to
And
pre-register.
it's a 1 mile race for the kids. They run from Kennewatha Park, loop around, and it's great to watch these kids come down through, running through.
Young kids.
Yeah, very much
Really
young.
young
You
kids.
really, and the little guys to the big guys, and it's fun. And then there's a 10K race the same evening, right after for the adults.
Yes.
I'll be watching them, wave to them.
And if it's
this year.
going to be bad weather, we will cancel like we did last
Yeah,
year.
last year was
Last year
thunderstorm
we had a
came.
severe thunderstorm, and